What's up, guys? Evan here, back in another video. Just got to Genesis here at Georgetown Airport, so I'm going to take in my instrument written. So probably you guys clicked on the video, so hopefully I pass. Wish me luck. I'm about to go in there right now. I got my ID and my certificate of course completion. So go in there, check in, take my test, hopefully pass. So see you guys in like an hour. Alright guys, I'm back. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes. And I got an 83. I just passed my instrument written. Let's go. Got the same thing I got on my private, so I don't know what that means, but it's pretty good. What's up, guys? How's it going? Evan here. So I passed my instrument written the other day, which is pretty awesome. I passed my private a couple weeks ago, and then just went ahead and got my instrument out of the way. I'm only 15, and I can't get my license or my instrument ready until I'm 17, so I have just under 2 years, and those are good for 2 years, so I'll have, 7 or 8 months after I turn 17 to do my check ride. So that should be enough time. I just want to go ahead and get it out of the way so I can focus on flying and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I passed it, how I prepared for the test, and my experience. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so after I passed my private, I decided I wanted to go ahead and get my instrument written done. So what I did was for about a week, I went on the Sporty's app, which is the same thing I did for my private. I put a little clip of it up on the screen. Basically has a whole bunch of videos, and it lets you take a whole bunch of practice tests, and it's really awesome. So I did that for about a week, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I scheduled my test for about 3 weeks later, just so I would have a deadline. I feel like that helped me prepare, or help me, organize my studying and stuff, and help me have a deadline to be ready for. So I already had like about a week, and I felt kind of good about where I was at. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it just so I have a specific date. I want to be fully prepared by that date. So that's what I did. Like I said, the Sporty's app, I used that for the whole rest of the time, and that was probably the biggest help for me in passing the test. It lets you take as many practice tests as you want, and all the questions are almost the exact same questions you'll see on the test. I recognized many of the questions on the test from the Sporty's practice test, which was really cool because I kind of knew the answers already and had recognized all the questions, so that was really awesome. And they also have about 100 videos go through in detail every part of IFR training, weather, maneuvers, clearances, stuff like that. That was really helpful, and that was really a big part of what helped me pass the test. So the next thing I used was Garmin Pilot, which is basically the same thing as ForeFlight, just a different app. And I just used it to study the approach charts and IFR low en route charts. So like this one just has a whole bunch of things. You need to know them. On the test, it'll ask for en route altitudes on the different Victor Airways and stuff. You gotta know what all that stuff means, know all where they put the names of the VOR and the different frequencies that you would tune into a VOR and stuff like that. And also approach charts. Approach charts are one of the biggest things right here. Garmin and ForeFlight, but both have every approach chart for every airport in the world, or almost every airport in the world. And you just have to look over them and know what every single one of these things mean, and be able to identify them and know what they're saying. So like the frequencies, it'll ask, find this frequency for the LaGuardia ILS runway 4, and you'll look on here, and they'll give you the figures, the picture on the test. So you have to know where to look and how to read it. So you just see, oh look, that's the frequency, then that would be one of the answers. But you just have to know how to read the charts, and I feel like I spent a couple hours just going over all the en route charts and approach plates, and just kind of
looking at them and learning how the stuff is situated on it and what to look for and what everything means. So that was probably one of the big things that you need to prepare for on the test, is just to know the approach charts and the in route altitude charts, which is just something you can do on your iPad. It just takes time to learn. And then the last resource I used was actually also in the Sporties app. I didn't get a hard copy for the instrument, but I had the online copy of the Instrument Flying Handbook, or Instrument Procedures Handbook, whatever it's called. I'll put a video up on the screen here. That one goes into detail of all the just like the private pilot handbook. It's just like that, but for instrument flying. And I read through most of that, and that was a big help. It gives detail on how to do everything, what everything means, and stuff like that. And I feel like that was also a really big help, along with Sporties and studying the instrument charts. So when I got to the testing center, I signed in, had to wait like 10 or 20 minutes before they let me up into the room, and then the lady there got me situated with the book. It's a book of figures, which is like little pictures or whatever. So in the question, it'll say refer to figure, 100. You should look through the book to figure 100, and then that's kind of what the picture is that the question is asking about. So you have the book there to reference, and then it was a little old computer. You just gotta click the questions, 3 answers, choose the best one. It was fairly straightforward. I got an 83 on the test, which is the exact same thing I got on my private pilot test, which is kind of funny, but it doesn't really mean anything. I got more than a 70, so that's all that matters. So I passed, and yeah, hopefully do some instrument flying soon. I already did that one instrument flight. You guys might have seen in my first couple videos. The stressful IFR flight. It wasn't that stressful, but it was just the first flight, so that was kind of cool. I was actually my first actual IFR flight. We've done some instrument approaches and stuff like that, so I was already kind of familiar with the instrument flying, because me and my dad just been messing around, kind of learning, because I have so much time before I can even get my license. So we just kind of mess around. So I already had like a little bit of experience with how you actually do it, so that probably made it a little easier than if you have never done any sort of thing like that. You're just like, why would you use this approach thing? But it's so you can get down if you're in the clouds, and usually they have some sort of obstacle, so that's why they have those altitudes and stuff, and it's a lot easier to know that if you've actually flown it and seen those obstacles, not in IFR conditions, but in VFR training, and actually just kind of going through the motions, which that was really helpful, and that actually made me realize a lot, because I already had the experience. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want, and see you later.